Hello everyone, welcome to this week's plan with me. I am using, what was this, the October mystery kit. I am obsessed with it. I wanted to do a winter theme, and it's so hard to think of winter themes. I feel like my next year one is a little bit more, like this year's one is a little bit more like weird and out of the box, but this one I wanted to do like a girls trip, ski lodge kind of situation, and I think it turned out really, really cute. I love all of the different fashion people and the scenes. Everything's just super well done, and I love the art style, so I am using that kit. I also pulled out a bunch of different winter stickers because I really wanted to use them with this kit. It doesn't really snow in Texas, but I just feel like snowflake winter kits are a vibe, so I do use quite a few over the winter season. It did snow, but it did a dusting, and it's mostly ice. Last year we had crazy snow, which I kind of really don't I want, but I don't want. It just impedes on life too much here, as far as it's kind of a disaster, and everything's just a mess and kind of dangerous, so not fun. So maybe I will wish more for being able to travel to somewhere that does snow. I'd love to go to Colorado one year with the kids for Christmas time, or around Christmas time, and do snow things. But any which way, and Germany too. But I am using the Luxe foil bundle. This did come with a snowflake one, which I think it was because I'm going to be using snowflakes next week. I was like, what other foil bundle can I use with this? And I was like, ooh, Luxe. It's perfect. And I love taking foil bundles, and I just recently yesterday went through and planned out a bunch of my foil pairings. I had been doing my kit lineups where I pick the kits, but I honestly feel like my brain is just too scattered for that. I love the idea, and I love watching it. Jess does it that way, and I think it's so fun to see the thought process, but I feel my brain's just too crazy for that. So I decided that I'm just gonna switch to picking them prior and then just showing y'all, which I feel I could talk for a pretty long time anyways with just doing that. But I went through, and I like taking some foil bundles that I feel are kind of bold, and then adding a confetti or a twinkle or a star. And then not only does it kind of loosen it a little, if because this theme isn't full-blown Luxe, it does have some Luxe elements in it, but it's not in your face, I feel not only does that kind of simmer down the theme, but it also extends the foil bundle, so I can use the leftovers, which I believe I am using the leftovers of this silver Luxe in the future, because I did kind of split it up with some confetti items, and I think that it kind of gives it a snowy look without it being full-blown snowflakes, because like I said, I am using snowflakes next week. I believe it's Sparkly Hollow snowflakes all mixed with the Celestial Sparkly Hollow as well, because I'm using the Winter Mermaid kit, which I did use last year, but I love that kit so much that I don't normally use a kit twice, let alone 2 years in a row. But y'all, it's good. I am obsessed. Also, this is the last week I'm using these inserts. I have posted on Instagram, but I am switching to the new print impression inserts. I've been wanting inserts that kind of look like that for a while, and no one has really done it, where there's no lines on the sidebar and no lines on the washi and no date numbers, because I like to use date covers. And I was talking, I think, to Jess and Jessica, Kittenish Jess and J. Crew Plans, about it, and they were like, yeah, that'd be cute. And Jessica was like, who even uses the bottom washi lines? And I mean, has anybody seen anybody use the bottom washi lines? And I don't really use them to line anything up. I don't know. I don't know why. I feel we just have all gotten in. I like how my bread is sitting there. I don't know. I made bread that day, and I don't know. I usually don't keep food and drinks in the frame, but y'all, I guess that's what happened that day. Anyways, so I'm really excited about those to come in. I'm just ready for something different, a blank slate. And yeah, so if you want to see those, check out Print Impression, because they are fantastic. I'm very excited about them. And yeah, so let's get into the day by day. I am obsessed with this spread. I've been obsessed with my planner and all of the spreads. There's not many. I think there's 2 in the past 3 years that I have been it's fine, but otherwise I'm obsessed with every spread. I can't. I just love every spread. I don't know. But this year on top of it has been Like, I don't know. I think I'm taking my time. Like I said in the past, like, gazillion videos, I've been reinvigorated. And I mentioned, I think, I don't know if it was in a haul or a haul coming up, that I feel like cleaning my office has, like, helped a lot with that, like, invigoration. And also, like, because it's, like, a long thing. Like, cleaning my office has reinvigorated me because then my office is clean. So I feel like for a while, like, my office was so, like, unruly that I didn't want to buy anything because I felt like the clutter was giving me anxiety. But now that I've, like, cleaned everything up, not that I've gotten rid of much besides, like, the junk that, like, I had already decluttered and sitting in a box, now that it's, like, clean and, like, my organization's, like, pretty, like, good, because I also redid that a lot in, like, the end of last year. I feel like I'm so reinvigorated with planning that and just, like, a new planner, new me, new year. I don't know. And also just, like, being in a good vibe, like, energy. I'm also not pregnant, so, like, I feel like I have this, like, actual energy boost. And yeah, I don't know. I've been just loving everything. So let's get into what I did this week. So this is the week of January 3rd through the 9th, and on Monday I put in Lila Cuddles, and I have been loving, I mentioned this in my favorites video, scripts from Carly Plans, and that Lila Cuddles is from Carly Plans. I believe it is in font 4. It's like the lowercase. Well, it has an uppercase option, but I like the all lowercase look, but also like it whenever I capitalize the first letter. I don't know. I love it all. I placed another Mondo order. I've just been, like, I think, like I said, I've, like, cleaned up my organization. I know what I need, and I've been placing orders like crazy. I think that'll be, like, my 4th Carly Plans order, and I also placed, like, 3 Plana Hannah orders, like, this past week. I'm, like, into it. I'm into everything right now. But I feel like also, like, I don't feel like a lot of shops are, like, releasing things, so I'm kind of like, come on, everybody, give me things to buy. So I put that in, and then I put in that we looked at Orlando houses, not because I want to move to Orlando, but, like, dreaming. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you ever, like, go on Zillow? I know y'all do. You go on Zillow and just, like, look at houses. I was just looking at houses in Orlando, and I'm like, I just want to live there. Somebody that I know from high school, I don't follow a lot of people from high school. I wouldn't even know where to find them, but I follow her. It was funny because I actually, like, I think it was one of the times, like, maybe one of the first times we took Ben in, I actually saw her, and I was like, is that her at Contemporary? And I was like, is that her? I haven't talked to her since, like, the 8th or 9th grade. Like, not that we ever had, like, a fallout or anything, but we just kind of, like, disconnected, like, moving through high school, because I went to tech, so I didn't spend much time at the actual high school. But I saw her and I was like, oh my gosh, that's so random, like, out of all the people. And then I follow her on Instagram now, and she's so cute. She's, like, a travel agent, and she's always loved Disney. I think that her parents always took her, like, every year. I'm pretty sure I remember that. And she recently just moved to Orlando from Pennsylvania, where we used to live, and I'm just, like, so jealous. Like, she's just, like, living her best life as far as, like, just Disney. Like, she's just all about Disney. So I've been following and, like, envious, and I'm obsessed. And that's, like, the goal in life, I think, either to have, like, a vacation, like, property, or even, like, something I can rent out and then, like, have that I could also stay in Orlando. That would be so fun. Because I just think, or, like, Disneyland would be nice, but, like, also Disneyland's, like, way more expensive, like, the area for housing. But that's, like, my ultimate life goal. My ultimate life goal, like, all my life, like, a fun thing whenever I was younger was to go to Atlantis. So that's like one of my top things that I want to do. It does not, like, I don't even know if it's going to be that exciting for me now that I'm not, like, a child, but that was always my life goal, was to go to Atlantis. So that's, like, another thing that I would like to do eventually, just because it's always something I wanted to do. And I feel like, especially with kids, things that you wanted to do as a kid, it's not as exciting for you in the same way, but it's exciting for you because you get to see your kids do it. So any which way, I went to work this day. I didn't go to work the day before for some reason, but I don't remember why. I think it might have been, like, Kirsten wasn't working no, she worked this day. I don't remember what the reason was, but I didn't go to work on Sunday, so I went to work on Monday. It might have been I was doing something the day before. Was I getting my hair done? That could have been it. So I went to work on Monday instead of Sunday, which actually I feel like sometimes I'm like, oh, I go to work on Sunday because there's no traffic. But sometimes on Sunday coming home, I'm like, why is there traffic? What are y'all doing Sunday at, like, 1 o'clock going places and causing traffic? And then there's accidents. The past 2 times on a Sunday, came home from work, actually 3 Sundays, I think. There's been like major accidents. Thankfully, only one time was it on the way that I was going, and I just took, like, I rode the, like, what's it called? Like the side road. I rode the side road up, which I don't know why everybody else didn't, but I cut out like 45 minutes of traffic that way. And normally it only takes me like 25 minutes to get to work if there's no traffic. So there was 45 minutes of traffic along with the other time. So I just don't know. But Monday there was no traffic this day. Then I would play with the boys all day, and I was really annoyed with Nick this day, and I had McDonald's and I watched Happy Endings with Nick. I had McDonald's because I was mad, because that's just what I do. Is when I'm like sad or mad, McDonald's is where it's at. On Tuesday, I had Monument for breakfast along with Starbucks. I have not had Starbucks. Well, I didn't have Starbucks yesterday because it was closed because of the light bit of snow. But I had Starbucks today. I had to wait till 10 because I thought that, like, the Starbucks itself, it said it was going to open today at 10, but it didn't. So then Nick ended up going to Target to get Starbucks because it was open. And actually, Target is closer than Starbucks. But I feel like sometimes, like, the Target doesn't make everything right, because I'm very particular and annoying about, like, how many pumps of chai are in. But usually Nick can tell by, like, the color of it. It needs to be, like, as dark as coffee. Like, if it's light, they didn't use their force on the pump. But it actually turned out good today, and he needed to get some stuff at Target. He actually always roasts me when I come home from Target with, like, a bunch of stuff I didn't go there for. And he always comes home with a bunch of shit he didn't go there for. Like, he brought home, like, these things for Theo. Theo's been super obsessed with Bluey, and Bennett has, like, a bazillion stuffed animals, but TT just has the ones that, like, Bennett has, like, given to him so gracefully. So Nick found, like, little Bluey stuffed animals. They're, like, the king and, like, I don't know, like, I guess, like, more the royal version of Bluey, and they're little teeny tiny ones. So he got those for Theo, and he got a bunch of other stuff too. He just, like, he can't roast me and then do it himself. So there's that. I made a cake this day. I think it was a chocolate cake with chocolate icing, which was super good. And then I had Lila cuddles, playtime with the boys, watch Happy Ending. And then I put in that we went to bed early, but Lila was just being a wreck, which is common right now. So that, like, for a while she was sleeping like absolute poop. Now she's sleeping about 11 hours at night with one wake up almost always. But her sleep during the day is, like, non-existent, and it's, like, cat naps, which is, like, normal for this age because they're, like, more alert, like, looking at things. And also she constantly has to be touching me. Like, if she's not touching me, like, it's not even, like, she can see me. No, girl has to be touching me, or she's not happy. Like, not happy at all, but, like, if she's touching me, she'll fall asleep. She'll be smiling. She'll coo at me. But if she's not touching me, the world is about to end. And it doesn't work, like, with Nick. She doesn't really, like, that's not a good, like, it's not a good compromise. Has to be mom. Has to be touching me at all times. Besides when she's sleeping at night. But it's just so weird because she'll sleep at night. Fine. Totally fine. But during the day, nope. Not happening. Has to be touching me. So that's been annoying, but I would rather her sleep at night and sleep those 11 hours with one wake up than, like, wake up every hour and then, like, sleep, like, the same during the day. So I gotta look at things on the bright side. So on Wednesday, I put in that was Mark's birthday, and then I put in glam because I had my newborn pictures this day for Lila. I'm so sad because I didn't get to do newborn pictures for Theo, and I feel like that's something that I'm gonna be sad about for my whole life, which is totally a first world problem. But since he was born April 2020, it just was not an option. So I did buy stuff, like a little, like, newborn kit, like, pictures from Amazon, to kind of, like, try and fake it, if that makes sense. So, you know, it's still sad, and I'm still sad about Theo not being a baby anymore. I'm still a little, like, sensitive about baby stuff currently. But we got newborn pictures done, which was super fun. And for Bennett's newborn pictures, we did the very, like, studio style ones where it was in a studio and it looks very like I think this is it like Ann Getty's or something, you know, the, like, baby pictures where they're all, like, bundled up in, like, pineapple suits. That's how, like, Bennett was, not in a pineapple suit, but, like, you know what I mean? Like, the studio, very, like, fancy looking and sleeping. Like, that's the whole thing. They have to be sleeping. But for Lila, we decided to do more of, like, a lifestyle, like, look where it's just in the home. She's awake, which was super cute. And also we got a lot of family pictures because that's mostly what I wanted anyways, which I got a lot of cute pictures of the boys and her. And then also my in-laws were here helping out with the boys while we did pictures because they We also did ones of just us and Lila, and then my in-laws also got a really nice picture with her. But I want to do more pictures, like whenever she's like sitting up. I want to do pictures like not just of her, but like do another round of family pictures and do individualized pictures. And I just like, that's one thing I really, really like doing. And that's like a tradition that I will not like waver on, is taking family pictures and things like that. And sending out a Christmas card. Those are two things that like I just need to do. I don't care if we don't do anything else like tradition wise, but those are two things that I'm like, I will not sacrifice for any reason. I just think pictures are so important and precious, and I obviously take a bazillion every single day, but like having like nice family pictures is something that I will cherish for my whole wide life. So also on Wednesday, I was really annoyed, but also it was like kind of funny in a sad way. But the day before, I told Bennett, like, whenever he's in his room, he like plays with his curtains. And I'm like, Bennett, you can't do that. And he like doesn't understand why, because he's 4 and he just thinks that he's right all the time. And this day, on Wednesday, he was like pulling on the curtain and like was sitting on his bed kind of, and he pulled it like one like swift move, and the whole curtain rod fell off of the wall. It like busted up the drywall. There was like little particles everywhere, and it hit him on the head. And I was like, I literally told you yesterday. Like, you can't, like, you did this to yourself. I told you. But I also felt bad because he was like crying and sad. He like, it didn't hurt him like I saw on the camera, but like his baby monitor, but I just was like, So then now my father-in-law like had to patch the hole and like repaint it, and then we had to put the curtain rod back on it. But I don't think he'll ever touch it again. I think he learned his lesson. He had to learn it the hard way, and sometimes kids have to do that because they don't listen to you because they think they know everything. So that was that. Also, maybe I put it in a different week, but there was another time where he fell off his bed, and it was so funny because he's like looking at a book and just like rolled over and kadunked, and he didn't hurt. It was just like really funny because it was so like kind of like a cartoon. But that kid cracks me up all the time. He's just always just like running into walls and stuff. It's just, it amazes me. So also on Wednesday, I did do my nails, which I think that they're still done from this Wednesday, which is like a month ago, and only my thumbnail has fell off. So I think I'm gonna probably redo those like today or something. And then I did FaceTime with Maddie on Wednesday, and I almost put in a brunette girl, but I was like, oh my God, Maddie has blonde hair, duh. So I switched that out, and then I just saved the brunette girl because I did FaceTime with Brie 2 times recently, so I was like, I'll just use this sticker later because Brie has brown hair. Actually, well, Brie also did like heavy balayage her hair, so her hair's also like kind of blonde as well, but we'll just pretend. Then on Thursday, I had Starbucks and I made French toast and bacon this day. I have been on a French toast and pancake kick. I don't know what it is, but I've been loving making French toast with like brioche bread and like making bacon in the oven because I think that's so easy. Like, I won't probably ever make bacon on the stove again. It's just a mess and like scary, and like I always end up burning myself somehow. But I feel like I'm like a decent cook, so it's just like luck of the draw. But like making bacon in the oven has been like next level. I feel like it cooks super evenly. It's super easy, and like then you don't have to worry about it either. You don't have to like be flipping it or like worry about like oil splattering everywhere. I don't know. I've just been loving it. But I've also been loving making French toast and also pancakes. But I've just been like in the mood for it. You know what I mean? But also I think that's because I make pancakes from the box because I just don't have the energy. But I think I found my perfect French toast recipe, and I've been making it the same way, and I just love it. And then I put in that we went to the in-laws. Actually, this day, just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm pretty sure my in-laws made me French toast. But I still have been into making my own French toast. And this day, I think my father-in-law like made it really basic before, like where you just like take eggs and it's like how they teach you in middle school if you had like a home ec class, like a little bit of vanilla, but like he upped his game with his recipe, and it was actually really, really good. So now I've requested that every time we come over we have French toast, even though I make French toast like multiple times a week at home. I'm just obsessed with French toast, guys. It's just so bad. If you have any like fun recipes for French toast, let me know in the comments down below, because I would be willing to try other ones, because I'm just like jamming with French toast. I went to my in-laws this day, and I was annoyed at Nick. I feel like maybe I'm just like moody. I don't know, but I feel like I've been annoyed more easily than normal recently. So yeah, but like whenever I get mad at Nick and I put in my planner, I just want to let you know it's just like 5 minutes. It's like 5 minutes, and then I'm like, ugh, you're annoying, but I married you. I chose this. Yeah, it's not that bad. Okay, whatever. And then I'm done. But that's it. And it also doesn't take a lot to annoy me, actually. I'm kind of just like always like a little like, stop talking, please, whenever it's something that annoys me. So there is that. Then I put in that Lila didn't sleep well all day. I think this was kind of the start of that. And then for dinner, we had McDonald's because, again, I was mad this day. And we watched Happy Endings and cuddled. Then on Friday, I put that we all just cuddled on the couch downstairs. And then I worked in bed on this special collection that's coming out that I'm super excited about. But it took so long because there's so many extras. And that collection will be coming out next week. When you're seeing this, it'll be next week. Yeah, it will be. And then I put in that we gave Lila her first like official bath. Like she's had like sponge baths, but this was her first like official one. So I put that in, and then I just put in Cuddle Lila, and then me and Theo had hot chocolate this day. He didn't really like it that much, but it was like a little experience, so it was fun. And then I watched 90 Days Single Life. On Saturday, I put in that Lila was 4 weeks old, which is just crazy because right now she's almost 2 months old, which is just wild to me. Like, who allowed these kids to grow up? I'm not really sure. But it's been a wild 4 months with like everything that we like went through, I guess. And then also with like the holidays. And then I put in that we had a long cuddle and she slept like 3 hours on me. She does that every once in a while where she'll like fall asleep on me and sleep for like the world's longest amount of time, but then she just won't sleep any other time. She just like cat naps. But she's just such a sweet girl. And then I put in that I was productive AF this day, which I feel like I have been a lot recently. And this day I was working on that collection that I was working on Friday still. And then I was working on the Peeps collection that came out a while ago, like finishing that up. And then I also did a bunch of doodles this day, like formatting them into sheets and stuff like that. Yeah, it was very, very productive. And then I put in that I binge watched Planet Hannah while I was doing all of it. And I thought I was really, really cute because I took like the top of one of the Planet Hannah sheets and like cut it up and put it in a movie marquee. You'll see it in a second. But I love the way that looks. But basically I worked on my computer almost all day this day and just like cuddled Lila, and she's like pretty good, like just sleeping, and then I just work on my computer with one hand and it's like fine. But I wanted something to watch, and I feel like my YouTube subscriptions have been like non-existent as far as like uploads. I looked recently, I'm only subscribed to like 30 people like in total, including like celebrities, beauty people, cooking channels and stuff like that. And I feel like I'm like, no one's uploading besides like food videos, which are fine. But whenever I watch a food video, I want to like fully pay attention to like everything. Like I need to be fully watching it. So my watch later is all food videos because I don't really have time to like sit and immerse myself in a video. But planning videos I like watching because you can just kind of like put them on and just like listen to the person talk, which I feel like is probably what you're doing right now. You might be paying attention to what I'm putting down on the paper, but you most likely are just listening to me, which I just think that it's so relaxing to do so. And I find watching Plan With Me is very fun and relaxing. So I watched Hannah's videos for like 5 hours. And ones that I've already watched, I just rewatched them because I was just needed somebody to talk to me while I worked. So I put that in, and then for lunch I had Taco Bell because I think Hannah mentioned something about Taco Bell in her video, and I was like, that sounds good. So I went ahead and had Nick get Taco Bell, and then I put in that I have a Muddy Buddy addiction, which I don't know when this started, but is it Chex, I think? They have 3 different flavors of Muddy Buddies. The first one is peanut butter. The second one, actually I don't remember what the second one even is. Peanut butter? I don't know. The only one that you need to know about is cookies and cream because it's the best one. Unless you really like peanut butter. Peanut butter is my second favorite. The third one, I don't remember it being like, I don't remember what the heck it is. I don't know, basic. I don't like it. But the cookies and cream one is amazing, and I get like 3 bags of it at a time on Amazon, and I haven't gotten bored of it yet. It's delicious. I want it right now, and I just think it's my favorite snack currently. I don't want any other snacks, except for I did buy Oreos. I ordered Oreos on my next Amazon Fresh order, which is not coming until Sunday, which day is Friday, which is a long time. Usually I could get an Amazon Fresh order same day, but with the storm and everything, there was only one spot available at like 3 o'clock in the morning. And I checked before I went to bed and there was no spots available. So they must have opened them all up and they like gotten full. But anyways, I ordered Oreos because I want to try like a no-bake Oreo recipe. I feel like there's so many online, but for some reason that sounds amazing to me right now. I just like am always hungry for like something, and that's what I'm going to do. So, there's that. And then I put in that I cuddled Nick. We watched Jersey Shore, had McDonald's because we're bad, and then watched Happy Endings. So that was my Saturday. And then on Sunday, I put in that I was super, super tired because Lila slept like poop, which I'm glad that that's kind of over with for now. And then I put in that the boys went to the in-laws to play for the day. And then I went to work this day, just in my normal order printing organization of the station for Kirsten to pull orders on Monday. And yeah, I'm also been like super like into like organizing at work and like kind of upping my game with how things are organized. And I think that this year my priority is like gonna be to like kind of like reorganize throughout the year and kind of like make it like nicer looking. And hopefully one day I can do an office tour. It's just the office is not like dirty or unorganized as far as like things aren't like everywhere. Like some places they kind of are. It's not terrible, but it could be much better. And it's kind of like we all know where everything is, but at the same time it's kind of a lot. So hopefully one day, maybe. It's been years and I haven't gone around to it, but like it's a goal of mine to do an office tour. We did one at my old office, which was much like smaller and like condensed, so it was easier. And we also didn't have as much like foil product then. We had like one little like calyx worth, but now it's like half of the like office's foil. And that's also like another goal is we're doing like a lot of grab bags, D-stash bags, things like that this year. Because I want to make room for like new things. Like I have a lot of new ideas, things I've been working on and things that I'm planning to order. I have some new foil bundles coming out that I'm really excited about, like new designs. I have some new script things coming out that I'm really excited for. Some new like a la carte sheets that I'm pumped about. Like just a lot of fun things that like I need to make room for. So that's in the goals on Sunday. Or wait. Yeah, I went to work. Anyways, then on the way home, Nick was hungry, so I went and stopped and got him Panera. And then I organized the kitchen this day. I don't remember what needed to be organized in the kitchen. Oh, I remember. So I don't know why I haven't prior, but I like moved everything around to be more like make more sense for what I'm cooking to like be in like the area where I cook, because I always cook on the right side of the stove. Does anybody else like have two sides to the stove but always just like cook on one side, even though that there's not really a reason why that's like the side to cook? Kind of like sleeping on one side of a bed. Like, do you have a side that you sleep on, or like, you know what I'm saying? Like, is there a side of the kitchen like that you prefer, your left side of your stove or the right side, or like where do you like to like prep your stuff? Like, let me know in the comments down below. I'm curious. And is there a reason why? But, because, like, it would make more sense, actually, for me to prep on the left side because it's closer to the garbage can. But, like, for some reason, the right side, I just can't not. It's, like, a habit. I need to do it. But I moved everything so that it was, like, better in position because, like, my knives were on the left side of the stove. My utensils, like, my stirring spoons and stuff, left side of the stove. Like, nothing was on the right side. My, like, menu stand on the left side of the stove. Why? I don't even know. And it's been like that for a year. But I went and, like, reorganized everything, moved my, like, KitchenAid to like a place where I don't really like it's not in the way, and like moved out the toaster because like I feel like we're constantly pulling that out, so it makes sense to just have it out. And even the air fryer, like make a spot for it, because like having it in a cabinet is just super annoying, especially when we use the air fryer so much, like reheating things or just like heating up frozen things, and the air fryer is just so easy, so like we constantly use it, so like just keeping it out just makes more sense. So I like reorganized the whole kitchen, and then I worked on my script storage this day because I mentioned it in a couple videos, and I think I even showed it in my haul possibly, but I kind of like highly regret putting my scripts into an album like a ring album. Like, it doesn't work for me. I don't like it at all, and I haven't liked it, and I've kind of regretted it like a couple months after I did it. And it took me forever to do. I was living at my old house still. But I was like, oh, I don't want to have to like rebuy scripts and stuff. And then I was like, well, actually, like 75% of the scripts that I have are from my own shop. So I can just go get them at work, and it's not that big of a deal. If it's not working for me, don't force yourself to like continue to do it. So I decided to organize my scripts the way that I organize my character stickers in a container store like it brick system, and I have it organized by foil color and then in ABC order, which I feel like works for me. And I've been really, really loving it. If you want a whole video on it, let me know in the comments down below. But I've been obsessed with it. It makes my life so much easier for not only putting scripts away, but also finding them whenever I'm planning, which is honestly the most important part. So I did organize those stickers this day, and then we went over to my in-laws for dinner, and we had meatloaf, which was really good. And then afterwards, we went and got milkshakes at Whataburger, and the boys didn't really like the meatloaf. They're just kids. Sometimes it just doesn't work for them. Even though I feel like the meatloaf is definitely like right up Bennett's alley, but he doesn't like things inside of things, if that makes sense. Like if meatloaf, like it has like peppers, onions, and he can see them, no good. Not gonna happen. I have to like do some heavy convincing for him to eat like, what was it the other day? It was like garlic naan, and it had like little green, like I don't know if it was like oregano or basil or whatever on top of it. I had to really explain to him it's just a spice. It's nothing else. But he's just so weird about like there being things inside of and on top of things. Like it has to be like singular things. So he wasn't into the meatloaf. So we did also get them Whataburger. And I was like, well, while we're here, I'm getting a milkshake. And then I put in that we got McDonald's really late at night because we're really bad. And I really, like for a while, like a couple weeks, I was really jonesing all the time for a McDonald's Coke. And we're like, well, while we're ordering DoorDash, I might as well get chicken nuggets, like a Happy Meal. And then Nick's like, all right, well, he gets like the home style burger. I'm like, well, here we are having second dinner at like 9 o'clock at night. We haven't done it in a really long time, mostly because we've just been super tired. But for a while, I was just like, I need like a McDonald's Coke. It has to happen. So there's that. And then I put in that I watched 90 Day before the 90 Day with Nick because we love 90 Day. It's like our favorite thing ever. So that's everything for this week. Also, if you notice, I did like put little deco pieces throughout, and I kind of want to continue doing that this year as I go. I think it's super fun and it adds a little bit of extra sparkle. I love, 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 love the way that this spread turned out. I love it with silver, but I also think this would be really pretty with gold or hollow or rose or matte bronze. I think it could go with a lot of different foils actually. Or if you had like a matte silver, like that went like gray, or like a really like cool navy. I haven't found really many like navy foils that aren't like too blue, like a muted navy. It hasn't happened for me. But I hope that you like this video, and I will be back sometime soon, hopefully, with a plan with me. Otherwise, I will talk to y'all in my next video. Bye!